Beckham back from injury, his dreams of revenge against the Argentines were closer than ever when England drew Argentina in the group stage of the competition.
And H1 for Japan. Argentina. England.
However, not everyone was optimistic about the draw.
With Argentina, well, it's about time things turned in favour for us. So a bit of luck, a bit of hard work, and I think we'll probably make the most of it.
Sweden. We've not beaten them for a long time. Sweden. They're a better team than us.
When we got Nigeria, I did think of all the teams in Africa, to land Nigeria was completely unfair. They're the best team out there, so we've picked the best in South America, the best in Africa, and a reasonably good European team. I mean, had we had France as well, that really would have been a bit tough.
He was off for some training, a fairly gentle and relaxed affair today, with Beckham sporting the latest of the Mohicans. And the news from the camp is all are fit and well.
I'm going to watch it now.
You're already waiting?
Yeah.
And I'm missing the first half, but I'll see the second half when I get in.
England's going to win about 1-0.
It wasn't long before Beckham was given the chance at revenge. On the 7th of June, 2002, England played Argentina yet again, when on the stroke of the half, England received a penalty. And who else to take it other than Beckham?
You can smash them now. Beckham has scored for England. 44 minutes and he's done it again. David Beckham puts England in front against Argentina in Sapporo.
You must be very pleased.
Very, very pleased. You know, I think the whole nation will be pleased tonight. You know, I think as a footballing nation, we've been waiting for this result for a long time. I've been waiting for it for 4 years, but you know, it means a lot to everyone.
I was going to say, how sweet is that for you?
Well, it's a lot better than 4 years ago. I can tell you that now.
Absolutely fantastic. It's the best day of my life.
Best night of my life. Absolutely amazing. I just can't believe it. We're in Japan. It's the most amazing country. The people have been fantastic, and we beat the Argies. Yes!
Having solidified his place as a national team hero, not everyone was too keen on the new mohawk-wearing designer Becks.
Fell in love with Victoria. I think that obviously that was a big changing point in his life. And me being a football man, I like to see them totally committed to the team. And of course that waned and went down a bit. I always remember one of the managers saying to me, how is he going to get Beckham and Giggs to run up and down that pitch as wide players and produce such quality? I say because desire and ability. And when David went off that level, I had to judge whether, you know, that it was affecting the performance of the team and also the control of the team.
Following his return from the metatarsal injury, Sir Alex Ferguson opted to go with the second-string right-winger, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Ole was one of these rare human beings that watched every game and he took the notes in every training session. And it was obviously his desire was later on to be a coach, obviously. But it's also more than that. It's about trying to be the best you possibly can be and giving himself the best chance and taking all the notes down in the training sessions and watching when he was a sub. I used to say to the scouts, the substitutes thereafter, referring to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, watch the game. Watch the game. Don't be having a glance round the stadium or chatting to each other during the game. Watch the game, and that's what Ole did.
Often said of you, you know, about your temper and the hairdryer treatment. You say in the book, I had terrible mood storms, and I would sometimes go home fearing the consequences. Do you regret those outbursts?
No, I think we are.
What about the football boot incident with Beckham? That was a loss of temper, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, but it happened, you know, and I would have forgotten a bit, but in the fact it was David, it was going to end up in the papers, wasn't it? I mean, there was no way out. And of course, it became a bit of an issue at the time.
Though details were sketchy, United manager Alex Ferguson admitted he had kicked the boot, accidentally striking Beckham. At the time, both sides were keen to play it down.
It was an incident which was a freakish. If I tried it 100 times or 1,000,000 times, it could not happen again. If I did it, I carried on playing.
He became a great player, and I think that we made the right decision in terms of, letting him go to Real Madrid because we felt it was time.
Being sold like a piece of meat, did that represent your feelings towards United and Sir Alex Ferguson?
I think that I will miss the fans and the players that I've grown up with because I've regarded the players at Manchester United as my family, and I've got a lot of very special friends there, a lot of special people. Everyone's been very kind to me in Manchester and looked after me for 13 years, and obviously I'm sad to leave them, but I'm joining Real Madrid, and that for me is as exciting as it gets, to be honest.
I don't think he should go. I can't understand why they want to get rid of him. The lad's totally devoted to United, he always has been, and it's not going to be easy to replace that with some foreigner.
I came from Greece and I want Beckham to stay in Manchester.
It would seem on the surface to be a very serious conflict of interest. Obviously, so much money is earned by progress in the Champions League, and maybe Manchester United don't believe they'll play Real Madrid short of the final. But the whole thing is full of oddities. It's almost as if Manchester United have acted like a very desperate seller to court a very reluctant buyer.
It's the worst bit, very worst bit of management I've ever seen. He's won everything at United. There's nothing more he can win. And he's gone from one world-class team to another.
May well be a situation, last game of the group, for instance, where were United not to win the game against another rival, that would allow Real Madrid to go through. Now, I'm not suggesting any question of impropriety, but if that happens, certainly questions will be asked. And that's the last thing United need at the moment, is UEFA on their back.
Backhanded, really, isn't it? It's all been done behind everybody's back.
Beckham never wanted to leave Manchester United. I think he was pushed out, so...
You don't get the wrong side of Alex Ferguson. I mean, that's what this episode shows, and it's happened again and again to players. If they annoy Ferguson, they're out the door. He never speaks to them again. They have to leave United.
He might still be an idol, but the old colours are coming down. In the city where this global phenomena is a local hero, they've already started counting the cost.
Everything with David Beckham on it probably is the biggest selling part of Manchester United merchandise that we do is the David Beckham range.
So they'll feel it when he doesn't play for them anymore?
Quite possibly. I should think it'll be quite substantial unless they can get somebody else in with a very big name. I think they'll feel it, definitely.
He went to Real Madrid, and that was a great move for him in the sense of two of the biggest brand names in the world.
Why on earth is it? I mean, he's only a footballer. He's a good footballer, but he is only a footballer, and he's become such a celebrity that it takes over everything.
And already everyone wants a piece of him. The hospital today didn't just do his medical, it sponsored it and insisted he pose in front of their logo. Real spent a lot of money buying one of the world's most commercially valuable sportsmen. They're going to want to squeeze every penny they can from the Beckham bandwagon.
Figures released this month put their annual income for last year at £180 million, 32 million more than Manchester United. But they still lag behind the English club when selling in Asia. Putting Beckham on the books could change that.
With Manchester United in the Far East, it's just phenomenal, really. It's very, very, very important. And in certain ways, we're 4, 5, 6, 7 years behind Manchester United in that respect. Manchester United got mega stores, we've got, little shops and things like that.
Real Madrid shirts are here, but most are being held back. The Pirates planning to flood the market within hours of Beckham's new number being announced in Madrid.
We'll have the shirts in the shops the day after we know his new number. We have to meet the demand for the Real Madrid kit. People are already asking, Beckham, 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 what's his new number?
We'll sell more Real Madrid shirts now. Beckham is a superstar forever. All the girls like him.
There's little dispute in Japan over just who is the world's greatest football star.
It wasn't long before Madrid capitalized on their new star's image, organizing a pre-season tour to South Asia. It is estimated Beckham's 2003 18-day pre-season tour to Asia earned Madrid over €10 million. In 2001, before Beckham's arrival, Madrid had a revenue of £93.2 million. By 2005, they doubled that. However, when Beckham signed for Madrid, they were a club in a mess. They were nearly €280 million in debt and had become stagnant in the transfer market. Club president Florentino Perez had the perfect answer. The Galacticos, a group of high-profile players brought into the club in an attempt to create football's biggest spectacle. Playing alongside Ronaldo, Zidane and Luis Figo, Roberto Carlos, Raúl and Iker Casillas, Beckham did not require much time to settle in, scoring 5 times in his first 16 matches for the Galacticos. However, despite an impressive start, Beckham's time at Madrid didn't run as smoothly as planned, with a poor end to the 2005-2006 season, which saw Madrid finish second to longtime rivals Barcelona, forcing club president Florentino Perez to resign, and big changes were to come.